How is everybody doing? Today, as you see in the title of the stream and by the way my desk looks right now, we will be crafting today. We will be doing something more with our hands, something more than drawing and painting. So yeah, today I had uh, I had a bit of motivation to craft and play with this recently. So this is polymer clay, and this thing is basically a clay, like a modeling clay or like a plasticine that you can harden in your household oven. So it's pretty good. So yeah, so you may be asking, Nina, what will you be doing with this chunk of clay? Well, as you see in the title, I will be making a friend for my desk, because I think it would be cute if I would have like little IRL Nugget that would held my tools. You know, I think this would be cute and this would be fun. So this is the sketch that I will try my best to replicate in 3D using this. So yeah, but Nina, it's like a little bit, I must admit, like this is the old clay I have. This and like some chunks of color clay, you know, this is like this big chunk of black, this big chunk of blue, this still big chunk of red, and some just little bits of, you know, various other mixes colors. But Nugget is none of these colors, and I don't have the neutral colored clay, you know, that I can then paint with acrylic paints or something else. So yeah, so I will be using all my clay stash because I don't have any more. So I am a little bit unprepared in that case, and I even checked the art stores that were the closest to my workplace and the closest to my house, and they only had air dry clay, which is the clay that dries, you know, when exposed to air. But I personally am very scared to use air dry clay because, you know, when you don't, it's more messy than polymer clay. First off, it requires water to be still like wet in order to be still playable and moldable, you know. So it is a bummer because once I open a packet of air dry clay, I would need to use it, and I don't have like any other big plans for clay sculptures right now. So I thought, okay, let's do this. Let's use up my current packets of clay, including this packet in full, and see how it will go. But because these all clays combined won't give, you know, it probably won't be enough. So in order to save on materials, I used the method that many sculptors use. So what you might see right now might be ultra cursed. So, you know, my therapist says, foil and wire Nugget doesn't exist. He won't hurt you. Foil and wire Nugget? I know. This is pretty much like foil underbody with wired wings that right now I will build up around with the clay. So it will save on materials. So right now, instead of having the whole body with like a ball of clay, I will have, you know, only the coating, but it looks really cursed. So not much. I actually bought because I didn't have any aluminium foil at home. Crazy. I know. I had a lot of transparent foil and saran wrap, and these are not suitable for that because they are not supposed to go into the oven, unlike the aluminum foil. And yeah, I still have, like, I used what you would usually use to cover a big pot. You know, and not much, surprisingly. I've seen some people making clay sculptures and they used so much foil to only form like this ball. Like, yeah. But hi there, Store again! Welcome to the stream. So, yeah. So, as I said, my therapist. Foil and wire nugget doesn't exist. It won't hurt you. Foil and wire nugget absolutely exists. And yeah, and the foil and of course I put some washi tape to hold the wire in place because I am too lazy to bring out my hot glue gun. So yeah. So let me open this packet. This is my last packet of pure white clay, and it's also the effect one. It's sparkling. I don't know if you see it, but it has glitter, which, you know, for Nugget, I can go a bit extra and use it. I just need to be a little bit careful because I need to remember to what setting set my oven. But yeah. Ooh, shiny. Oh, now you can see this. You see some opalizing shininess. It's nice. Okay. So, let's go. So, how was everybody's day? My day was like surprisingly calm. Are my hands clean? I have one bit of white clay that I am just kneading in my hands in order to keep them clean and not contaminate anything with dirty hands. So yeah, instead of getting up and going to wash my hands, this is like a nice trick to use. And this is not the first time I'm using polymer clay on stream even. I had one stream many years ago that I titled "Watch Me Fail with Polymer Clay" because it rhymed. And yeah. So let's get this white and, you know, make it nugget color. So I had this gray that I premixed years ago because I made a companion cube pendant for my sister. So I still have this gray mixed in. So yeah, so I will just put it in. Oh my god, it's crumbly. I don't have any conditioning machine. Yeah, this clay is, you know, pretty old. But this is the life of someone who picks up a hobby, buys materials, and never does anything else with it. You know? This is what happens when you want to be a jack of all trades. So let me just bring this on paper, you know, and try to, you know, this into smaller chunks and try to knead this into one color. And try to knit this together using roller. Okay, I will put this a little bit aside to scare everybody who comes to the stream. So they will be like, what the heck is this thing on the left side? So yeah. Oh, this would be a workout for sure. I also have epoxy clay, but with epoxy clay, you know, you mix two components, but it requires gloves, and I don't think I have enough gloves for that. And also it requires to be wet in order to be smoothed out and in order to slow down the curing. So yeah, so I opted to use just polymer clay for today, as it will be a bit less messy. But I will see. I still kinda want to... I think this would be enough grey, because I still want to retain some of the shimmer. Because I think this would be fun if Nugget would be like all sparkly. Okay, time to peel off and try to fold it in. Oh my god. Yeah, this would be a lot of kneading than I anticipated. I was hoping that because I haven't opened this clay at all, that it will be easier to knead. Apparently not. And I don't have any other tool rather apart from, you know, this roller, because I think it was, you know, in my shopping spree I thought that this one will have to be the essential one. But this doesn't mean that I don't want to try like air dry clay on stream. Well, I did sculpt with air dry clay before, like last year, but not on stream. I was on a workshop and air dry clay was the material they were using to sculpt. And yeah, as long as you keep it moist and you keep it wet, it's alright. But you know, you dunk your fingers into like water to smooth out everything. You then use sanding, so it gets you then can sand it with various like sandpapers, files, and sanding sponges. So yeah, it does get messy, and I didn't want it to make a mess today. Okay, it's a little bit better. The white one helps for sure. But yeah. The white one is less crumbly for sure. But yeah, I will be pretty much folding this inside, folding and making it flat, folding like a dough pretty much. If you're baking, then you know what I'm talking about. It's pretty much like baking and making a cookie dough. So yeah. So we will be in here for a while. We will be here for a while, and I will try to peel off the most. It already feels much better, but for sure I will be going needing it a little bit more. If I had this fancy machine that is pretty much for pasta making, well, I will be using that, but I had absolutely no space for buying that, and also these things are freaking expensive. Like, I didn't know how much clay things cost up until I really started to, you know, research this. Oh, and let me try and twist it a little bit to help mix it. It will be still probably too little of clay, so I will try and introduce more. Well, this is regular white, so I don't want that. Nugget is, you know, is nice enough that he only has two colors pretty much. He has his regular off-white light gray color and black for the eyes, and that's all. The freak did I? Oh my god! Well, I know these blades you can, you know. My god, that was one very thick clay. I will try to not do this anymore. Oh my god, this was scary. I know these blades that you can cut, you know, chip off when the blade wears off, but oh my god, it wasn't on purpose. Absolutely no. So yeah, smaller chunks should be easier to knead. So introduce them here. And go back to knead and roll up until I get enough clay to cover the whole nugget. And yeah, which might take a while. It might take even longer than I thought. I was like, okay, I would knead this very easily because it's for sure this clay. is still fresh and kneadable because it's in the packet, right? Right? Well, the marble effect is nice, but Nugget doesn't have a marble effect, so yeah. I need to have an even color. Oh my god. Yeah, worst thing is that I don't know what else to do because I don't have. I know you can put in a little bit of liquid clay, bake and bond, liquid clay. It's the same thing. Also like polymer based, but in more fluid state. But I don't think I am not very positive about me having this. I don't think I have it. So this is why I am suffering right now. I need to get out the isopropyl alcohol to smooth out the surface. Okay. Yeah, because I know that people advise to put a little bit of the liquid clay inside for it to be kneaded easier, especially if the clay is crumbly, but I don't have it. And I would need to order it online because none of these stores that I have near my house or near my work have it. I think. I'm pretty positive I don't have it. Do I? Or did I stash it? Wait. I am not going. Be right back. I still want to talk. I need to check if I really don't have it. Because I faintly remember how this packet looks like. I faintly remember how this packet looks like. So let me look up in my stash. What is this? I do have it! Oh my god! So let me pick up my isopropyl alcohol as well. Oh my god, I do have it! Yeah, Fimo liquid! Yay! Okay. My god, because I remember how it looked like, and I remember faintly that I remember seeing this when I was cleaning class. Okay. So let's try it. So this is also the fluid oven hardening gel, highly flexible, for baking. Blah blah blah. Keep the instructions for use. But this is liquid gel with oven hardening. Yeah, I think this is what it's supposed to be used. I don't think have I ever used it? Maybe. I don't remember. Okay, so let me put a little bit inside. A little bit. Okay. And try to knead it with my hands and see if it will be any easier. Okay, let's put it a little bit more. If it looks like I am struggling, it's because I am. Oh my god, this is really a workout. Okay, let me try to... Okay, none of these scraps can be wasted. Oh my god, I like the shimmering. I don't know if you can see it. I think, yes, you can see it. Oh no! Oh no. But also it sounds like me. I think once I really haven't realized that I muted myself after coming back from a break, and I was talking for like good 10 minutes before I realized. But yeah, this gel should be able to make the clay softer in general. Oh my god, it's still like pretty hard, even though it's soft. It's Fimo soft. Oh my god. Yeah, oh my god, I don't remember the clay being that hard. And I did some, well, small, but I did some pieces out of it. Maybe let's try and knead like smaller chunks first. Because this color This color is pretty spot on for Nugget. If you look at the okay, I will show this color alongside the Nugget on top of the chat window. So yeah, it's pretty spot on for Nugget. So yeah, if I could knead it properly and not throw any chunks on the floor, it would be neat. I will also try to pick up some of the chunks from the roller. Oh God, I love how shimmery it is. I wonder if I have any like eyeshadow, because you can apply eyeshadow and soft pastels to the clay before curing it in the oven or even afterwards. And I want to add a little bit of blushes on Nugget. I wanted to do this first with this clay, but it's also crumbly. I was kneading this before the stream and it was like, oh my God. Yeah, well, it depends on the different different types of clay, because the polymer one requires only baking in your in temperatures that your regular oven can achieve. Your regular household oven, or when you have a heat gun. To some extent, it may cure under the hot air of the hair dryer. But the normal clay and porcelain, like, they require like firing, like literal firing in a huge freaking furnace in temperatures that are not achievable by a household, are not achievable and shouldn't be achievable by a household stove, because it would be too freaking dangerous. But I remember really fondly when we had a trip when I was in elementary school. Like, there was like this little workshop on the outskirts of my city that offered like trips for school with workshops, regarding the clay glazing and clay making stuff. So yeah, so I was going there, and my class was going there back to back for 3 years, and each time we were doing something different. And it was also combined, it was a whole day like event, so it was combined with a bonfire afterwards. I was eating bread from fire because some sausages were for me. Yeah, there is also the plasticine that is like kinda close to clay, but it doesn't harden like ever, and there is modeling clay. And one thing about modeling clay, I don't know, Dinosaur, if it was also like, because my first when you have like art classes in elementary school, you sometimes do things out of modeling clay or plasticine. And sometimes at home you could also like do this. And yeah, but with modeling clay, like I remember my parents were kind of apprehensive towards that, because I know right now you can bake it in the oven, but somehow my parents were like insistent that you boil it in the water. So usually what happened is, when you have like your sculpture on a spoon and you put it in boiling water for harden for some time, usually some of the pieces like did fell off, and it was always so like underwhelming. Okay, now it's a little bit easier on the hands. It's still kind of hard, but at least, you know, I can do something with it. So yeah, let's knead another chunk. Really, maybe smaller chunks would be easier for that. What my grandmother would do for me to, well, I was usually occupied with drawing and with browsing 2 books in her house. She had one map of the world book, and one encyclopedia of houseplants with tips how to care of them. And these were my favorite books when I was coming to her, and I would like read them and browse them like all the time. Like after the school started, like my mom said that I was like a ball of energy, like when I was like 5 or 6. I don't remember absolutely any of that. But once I started school, like I absolutely mellowed down. So yeah. So I was like occupied with my drawings, with drawing very silly, very freaking silly like pictures, drawing my favorite cartoons, reading. I really like to read. Oh my god, let me tell you about something I saw on a billboard today. Because apparently there is, I will check for English translation of that and who exactly wrote this book, because as a set of books that we have to read as, you know, as a student, you know, there is one book that permanently scarred me. I was 8. And this was book called About the Dog that Traveled by Train by Roman Pisarski. And yeah, it was based on the dog who was traveling by train in Italy in 50s and 60s. And somehow people thought that it was the great lecture for the kids, you know, about a homeless dog that was jumping, you know, on and off the train in different like Italian villages. But this book screwed me up because, well, there on one chapter, this is not a spoiler, but I will get to the spoiler areas if you want to read a book from 1967. So there was one chapter where the dog did not get on time from the train. and he got squashed by the door. And yeah, there was description that this dog was very sick and that this dog was, had broken ribs, had to be, it was 50s and 60s, so he was like held outside, he was held outside and like given food outside, but there was like, some people in the other villages were wondering where the dog went, if he's still fine, and this whole description like that. Well, this happened midway in the book, so I knew when I read this that, it's sad, but I knew like, everything will be fine. So the dog was fine. And spoilers. This is where spoilers occur. The dog was fine. Up until the last chapter. And oh my god, I rolled my eyes. I literally, like, this was the first book that actually made me cry. I was 8. And anybody tell me that this was alright to give kids a book to read where there is a dog? Some kids have dogs. Like, well, at the time, I did not have a dog, but I really do like animals. Yes. Were there dogs like? I knew that dogs can be pets and can be loved. Yes. So tell me, who in the right mind thought that it was a great idea to give to an 8-year-old a book where dog dies in the end? And I mentioned it all about because today I saw the billboard for a movie adaptation of this book. And they say the wonderful story with a happy ending. So for me it's like, okay, so it's like an adaptation, but they would absolutely mellow down the ending to not scare the kids. Well, good for them. But I'm like, why do you bother with naming it an adaptation then? If you choose for it to be a modern setting and absolutely change the ending. Like, for me, the ending of the original book brought nothing. Brought nothing to the story but misery for everybody. And if a dog would not die because of the circumstances that were described, it would still end in tragedy. So it's like, no matter the outcome, someone will die. And it's like, for 8-year-old, who knows how to behave around trains? I wanted the dog to survive, I wanted the dog to survive. And not a stupid kid who was playing by the tracks. My god, but 60s, am I right? Dangerous times. But no, really, who in the right mind, like 40 years later, in the year of our Lord 2002, thought that, hey, it's a tradition to give this set of books to read for children. And I think I was probably the only one who cried when reading that book, because I am a crybaby, and I always was. So yeah. So yeah, so these were my thoughts about me seeing that billboard that brought back memories of a very emotional 8-year-old who just experienced, well, death. Well, maybe not for the first time, because I had a goldfish that probably was already like one of the many goldfish that we all collectively as a family did not know how to properly care of when it comes to cleaning the fishbowl. So yeah. So yeah, but like I kinda knew, like, inside that, you know, a dog is a dog and a fish is a fish. Like I don't know. Both are living creatures, and yeah, it was sad. I was sad, but not crying. But this book made me cry. And of course, you know, I am right now turning 30, and I've already experienced like a couple of funerals in my family. And yeah, oh my god, no, wait. No. I did experience the death before, like very big death. Oh my god, this is something this still makes me emotional. Because I was 6 years old when my grandpa died. And he was my only grandpa that was around, because my other grandpa died before my parents met each other even. So he was the only grandpa that I knew, and I feel like this strange emptiness afterwards. And it's so sad for me that I can't remember his face that much anymore, unless I really see him in the photos, but not from memory. Like, my memory of my grandfather is seeing the guy I saw in one photo with one style of glasses, even though he didn't wear glasses all the time. Like, but yeah, since then, well, I had my first dog. Still, like, feel very emotional about it. One of my grandmas also like died 10 years ago already. My god. And yeah, and it's like, it's so freaking. I don't know where I'm going with this thought, but I need to knead this clay. Because oh my god, this whole stream will be about kneading clay, and most of the work about making the armature of Nugget I did before the stream. So it's like what I will achieve during this stream? Apparently not much. Oh my god. Should I add even more of the liquid clay? Because it's still crumbly. And I still have all of these to knead. Oh my god, the machine would be much easier if I would have like a grinder. But yeah, what to do? What to do? What to? What to think of doing next in order to make my life a bit easier? Oh my god. What? I'm looking at my hands. I don't know, something seemed off, a little bit off. And I don't want for it to turn into blisters. Because I need my hands! I have a comic page to do for this week. So yeah, but I remember that I was a calm child after elementary school started. I was very focused on having a good reputation among teachers, which, you know, wasn't something that kids like, because kids don't like teachers' pets, kids don't like other kids who obey rules, kids don't like snitchers, snitching people. Oh my god, why is this doing what it's doing? Why are you not cleanly? Okay. No, not the paper. Okay, I think I will need this part. And slight contamination. I will need this part and put it in the put it in here and like close it so it will be airtight, and try to knit these and then bond these together, flatten it and cover the nugget. This is the plan. But yeah, what else I wanted to also talk about? Possibly plans for the next stream. What does my... Okay, so next week will be also No, it might be next week, might be a gaming one. Yeah, next week might be a gaming one. So yeah, so I need to update my Minecraft world. Because yeah, I will be playing Minecraft on one stream and Sims on the other, because these games make me happy. And as we know, this month I am doing what I like the most. Oh my god, my grandma is also like, bless her soul. She learned how to use a cell phone. Like a smartphone, cell phone, at 88 years old. And she called me yesterday because she loves watching TV, you know, as grandmas do. And she was watching Who Wants to Be a Millionaire and other game shows. And she sometimes texts me asking, you know, if I know the answer for a question. And yeah, and yesterday it was this case. Like, she called me and she was like, "Oh, Nina, because there's someone in Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, like this nice student woman, and she has a question, and I was wondering if you also know the answer for it." Well, apparently I was wrong also as well. I thought I heard this. The question was about the declination, which is about grammar, and I am not that great at grammar, but I could swear that I heard this word being you know, being declinated in the way that apparently was wrong. So yeah. Okay, maybe let me try to use more of these and try to knit this in hand this time. Because damn, this agent, like this soft clay is not really that soft. So let me try put even more of it. I don't even know how much of it is in the bottle left. Oh my god, I would have, this is a workout, I would have such a hard grip after this session. And usually my grip is so freaking weak. Oh my god. Once during PE, it was in middle school. The PE teacher, like just for Francis, brought this this tool that you squeeze, and that you can measure your strength of the grip by that. So he brought this, and be like, hey, let's look who has the strongest grip. And mine is so weak, but I had there was one classmate who was training judo. Oh my god, she was so freaking cool. She was training judo, and she had such a strong grip that everybody was like, oh my god. This is what I remember. And also one thing about my grip is that when I was in a health museum when I was in Estonia 2 years ago already, it would be, yeah. We went to the health museum, and there was also like about the muscles and skeletal, like the section about muscles and skeletal system. And there was also the test your grip, you know, thing. And there was one for adults and one for children. And there was like, oh, the average grip for adults is so and so, and for kids is so and so. So I grabbed the one for adults, and I squeezed this, and I got enough to be qualified as a child. Like, I am such a freaking wuss and wimp. I swear. Okay. Let's now mix these two and try darnest to knead this and at least overlay over the nugget, so at least I won't have the curse foil nugget anymore. Oh my god. On videos it looks much easier. I don't know, it's maybe if it's because my clay is old or because I haven't kneaded this enough. Oh my god. But I need even thinner. I need even thinner. Even thinner one. But good news is that the color is pretty fun. It's pretty good. So that's fine. That's fine. Yeah. Probably so. But it looks like also so easy. Like they put this in the machine, they knead it, and it's like the, oh my god, what is this machine called? It can be a pasta roller, but it's also what it's called. Mango or linen press. It's very similar. Yeah, to this. It's pretty much based on the same like principle. You put the chunk of clay between two rollers. They roll it very, like they roll it on an opposite, you know, in the opposite direction, and you got spilled out with a very like even, flat sheet of clay. So yeah. I think I will take half of it and try to put it, to roll it even thinner. And if I would be needed more, I will probably just roll out. Maybe I will just do this, roll out multiple thin thin plates instead of one big chunk. But yeah, you can tell I probably watched too many crafting and sculpting videos that I decided to retrieve. Well, let's try and then just smooth out everything. Use my fingers even though I have these fancy silicone tools I can also use for smooshing. I also have like these ones. Yeah, but first let's probably use my fingers. And touch the areas where the arms are connected. So at least I would have something, you know. Going on today. One other like technique I saw is that to put an underlayer of clay of like pretty much any color underneath and then build upon that to save like more fancy clay or save clay of like other colors. But yeah, but it would require like baking in the middle of sculpting, and I usually don't do this because I have an electric oven and it might get expensive. With electric oven. Oh no, I need to close my window. Shit. Because the bugs will come. Oh my god. Don't come to my tea. No. Okay, there is this one bug still flying. So I think I will drink my whole tea in one go and just... And don't worry about anything, any third party coming for my tea. Yeah, I will need to save some of these. Maybe I should work on the feet and beak first, because then I will be left with like no clay for those, and they need to be the same color. So I think, yeah. Unfortunately, nobody here has like any mosquitoes. Mosquitoes related stuff. And right now what I use is just, you know, very old stencils. Like these Technic stencils I had since I was like a kid. Like I love these things. So yeah, I have this one and I have this one. I have also the one with the chemical symbols and also the one with the technical font. Yeah, and also the very professional, the curved one. Were they originally clear? No! I always remember that they were orange. They were freaking orange. And like by the time, oh my god, what? This must be my father's. 1978? Wait, I need to check the no, wait. I know that they usually like the stencils like this. I even checked like today when I was browsing one store. Like they come in orange usually. Orange or like brown tinted plastic. But wait. PPD Utech? What the heck is this? Huh. Wait. Let's show me this. Wutech Paczków. What the heck was that? It looks like it used to be like a company for like furniture and technical making. Yeah. It's like this one was white. It's already, you see, it's tinted yellow. This silicone, the tip of the silicone tool, it's already yellowing. But yeah, this is usually the case with plastics. This is true. A lot of clear plastics, especially, are yellowing with age because of the sometimes because of smoke, but usually because of the exposure to UV rays. But no, these actually were orange from the get go. So yeah. So yeah, but 1978, and this one says 1986. So this must have been my dad's. Oh my god. But yeah, I use this stencil to mark the general triangular shape of the beak. So right now I can, you know, just make it a little bit more. Maybe I will use the silicone tool for that. Make it more, you know. rounded. But at least the general shape would be here. Let me just compare it to the picture. Okay, I would need to cut it a bit. But yeah, speaking of the other fun things that I found, like previously, I found like dermatographs, which are the pencils, like more like waxy pencils that can be used to mark, you know, mark things, mark, you know, measurements, places to cut on, like various different materials like glass, porcelain, metal, and the ones I found in my grandma's basement were actually belonging to my granddad. And why do I know this? Because I make the research. Because one of them had still they were still unsharpened, you know. So one of them, still had the markings about the company that made them, and the company then changed the name, but they still had the old name on the pencils, and it was like so freaking cool, because then after my research, this company was the same one that makes crayons for kids, like literally, because you know, in the communism era, everything was renamed from their original name to be more like, you know, in line with the communism and everything. So the same company that made these very technical pencils actually made crayons that I was longing for as a kid. Right now I am making an down of the beak, and I will try to make the smiling. Line by bringing the down part up. Whee! Oh my god, look! He will be smiling. So let me. Whee! Look, he's smiling. Okay, so let me put this before I ultimately accidentally smoosh it, and let's work on the little hair, and I hope I will be able to make the heart shape, even though it might be kind of hard. Well, I can glue this later, but I kind of... God damn it, I need to move things around so I can have this bit a little bit closer to me, because this bit needs a lot of detailing. Oh my god, wait. I would need to use two tools at the same time. To make the first bit. Okay, then cut. I will use a different knife. Okay, and I will prepare the other part of the little heart. And again, two hands. Oh my god, it's so small that I just see on stream that you barely can see anything. And this one. Wait, I have an idea. Maybe if I will pick this up and put it right here on the edge. Okay, so close, yet so far. Okay, I think there was a little bit too much material in here. and a bit too much here, so let's make this okay. Oh my god. Okay, let me make another like very thin snake. And try to blend it with the heart. Okay, maybe not. Maybe let's not make things that worked even worse. Will I just make it? Will I just make it worse? Because right now I dismantled half of the heart. Great, GG Nina. Okay, I think I will maybe bake some parts apart, then glue them on and bring them together afterwards. So yeah, let's go with legs. Let's go with the feet. I think feet will be pretty easy. Just have an over, smoosh it. Let me get another. A little bit of more clay to have and work on both of the legs at the same time, so they will be even. Or even better, wait, let me get a little bit more clay. Smush it all together, then divide into even parts. And now I can smush both at the same time, create first balls, then smush them a bit, and create ellipses. Now cut. And shape. So try to make the feet a bit flat at the talons and a bit higher, a bit taller in here by the If I need it, I will shave off a little bit of the feet, of the foot, so I'll make sure that the talons are at the proper size. Right now I'm holding the foot with and trying to sculpt it at every angle I can see it to ensure that it's okay. I think this would be just okay. I think this would be 1 foot done. Time to repeat the same for the second one. So to soften the edges between each of the talon. I'll bring them a little bit together. Hmm? No, jeszcze nie. 10 minut mam jeszcze. Okay. Do they look similar enough? I would say this one is a little bit thicker than this one. One of these legs is a little bit thicker, so let me get a small chunk of clay and put it here on top. And try to smush it together without wrecking the fingers. So yeah, let's smush it together. Before I bake, I will use isopropyl alcohol right here, hashtag non-sponsored. You know what's funny? It's because on this bottle they said only for professional use, and when I was buying it, I was thinking, yes, it's pretty much alright because I am a professional noob. So yeah, where's the lie? Okay, I think that right now this one is a little bit. I'll try to smoosh it to be a little bit shorter. Okay, I think they couldn't get any better, so I will put them on here to be baked later. Yeah, I know, but I am just pretty much joking that yeah, I know some people will look, oh, alcohol? I mean, and you know. Good news is that I probably mixed enough clay for Nugget, which is great. I think I will be able to shape him alright because there is a little bit of, you know, cheeks to build. build around. And yeah, I will probably bake it like tomorrow or during the weekend. But yeah, but I want to do this while the month is still going. Let me cover it all in clay. Oh my god, sparkly nugget. I think I will go like a little bit further even. And apart from blushes, I might add a little bit of I will need to check, because you can apply soft pastels and eyeshadow. I will need to check if my eyeshadow, if I would have any like very sparkly light white eyeshadow to fit the sparkliness. Oh my god, you can see the sparkle, the green and red shimmering. Yes. Oh wait, I forgot about Nugget's tail. Oh my god, I need to make Nugget's tail. How could I forget it? And his eyes as well. Nugget's tail is pretty easy. It's like short and thick. Piece of clay that would be right here. Even shorter, I think. Yeah, I need to start smooshing and rounding his head and cheeks. So yeah, it will be a lot of clay smooshing and trying to build his shape. But yeah, it would require me looking at Nugget from all the angles and, you know, try to soften his figure, because right now, because of, you know, the foil, it's pretty lumpy. So this is why in some areas, like here in his belly and here in the cheeks, you will need a lot more clay. Well, a lot. I hope this will be enough. Plus his arms, of course. Here, let me at least like cover the whole Nugget, and oh my god, it's already 10 p.m. Yeah, right now that I'm holding it in my hands, it is getting softer, so it's easier for me to put it right like that, and you know, soften the transition edges between each sheet of clay with my fingers. Like this tail was not placed symmetrically. Okay, so the rest needs to be for the wings, to cover the wire and the space between wire, and for the bottom, and yeah, and of the stream I will also prepare the eyes. So I will just get a little bit of black in here. I think this will be enough, even more than enough. But yeah, but with this, absolutely, my god, why won't you, tail, why won't you just be in the middle? Okay, but with this, absolutely, oh no, contamination, get out. Yeah, but with this, absolutely cursed, it's not even standing right now properly, but I will fix this. Oh, yeah, with this, absolute carnage that you're looking at right now. Yeah, it is time to end the stream. It's already 10 p.m. And yeah, and my dad requests my help. So yeah. So thank you all so much for coming. Thank you for watching, chatting, lurking, and spending some time with me. Next week it will be gaming week, so there will be Minecraft on 15th and Sims on 17th, and then on 22nd art, on 24th art, on 29th Subs No Best, which is art, and on 21st on 31st also art, and this will conclude my birthday month. So yeah. So thank you all so much for coming. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Dire Soul, for keeping me company through the whole freaking stream. My god, it's a lot. Like, you're a trooper for being here for the whole 2 hours. For the whole 2 hours, and yeah, so you know the roadmap, and yeah. So thank you all so much for being here, and stay safe, stay healthy, take care of yourselves, and I will see you all really soon. So goodbye!